Hello, and welcome to 73 Words in the 732, short stories from the East Brunswick Public Library. I'm your host, Melissa Hosick. Since 2018, the library has been celebrating National Short Story Month with a short story competition. With inspiration from our area code 732, we challenged our community to write short stories with 73 words or less. This podcast showcases some of our authors from the grown-up category. I recently sat down with Larry Wolfert, a longtime resident of East Brunswick. He talked about when he started writing and what inspired him to write his 73 words in the 732 submission.
As far as starting to write, it's something I've done on again, off again when I've had the inspiration. A while back I used to write some poetry, and then I started getting into my corporate America bit where I was doing more writing from a more technical or business orientation. But once in a while I'd get an inspiration. I remember songwriters talking about songs that came through them. One was Carole King when she wrote Beautiful. She said she just sat down and it came out of her. Another one was Noel Paul Stookey, who wrote the wedding song. He didn't even take credit for it. He just said he put his pen on the paper and it came out. Well, one morning I woke up and I ended up writing about a 400 to 500 word essay that just struck me called The Sphere. And of course what you've asked for is 73 words, so I've really culled it down. And sometimes what I do these days is I tend up writing poetry, which is more of a parody, so it's put into song, and it's usually to celebrate some sort of events like a birthday or an anniversary, or some other major marking event in a person's life.
And of course, we asked Larry to read the story.
The Sphere. The Sphere rushed towards him at incredible speed. In front of him were two warriors. The one nearest him wore an outfit that included a mask and a padded leathery article in one hand. The second warrior simply wielded a swinging stick to ward off these projectiles, but missed. The projectile hit the leathery protector with a resounding thud, cueing the man to respond with the all-familiar, "Strike 3, you're out."
Larry shared more information about some of his other creative projects.
I've done teaching over at Rutgers for their adult programs called Aliru, as well as other programs, and do presentations, some which I've done for the library as well as for a lot of the senior communities in Monroe and around the area, so people can get an idea of my writing by listening to one of my presentations. And I hope everyone enjoyed my little story on the Sphere.
Thank you for joining us today on 73 Words in the 732. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out our back catalog anywhere you listen to podcasts and subscribe to be notified of our future episodes.